What anybody expect from it?
Oh, I think everybody would be able to expect a really fun show. We've been rehearsing this like all day yesterday. Babad kami dito sa Mall of Asia Arena yesterday for rehearsals. I think a lot of Disney shows, I think people just have this expectation of something magical and wonderful, and the performers that have been picked tonight are all just incredible artists. And I mean, for me lang, I mean, without it, you know, I get to actually see who's on the other networks.
Okay.
Because we have people from Seven here. We have people from ABS-CBN here. And people whose network I don't know, which is nice. No, because it's like, how else would I be able to interact and get to share the stage with more performers than if I do an event like this? So it's exciting. So I get to meet everybody, and it's great seeing Christian Bautista again. And I mean, the last time we performed together was medyo matagal na, but the last time I saw him on stage was just last year in Jersey Boys, and he was so good. And then Casey Concepcion, I mean, I just saw her. She came to Fun Home our second to the last day, so she was there Saturday night. And the cool thing is that the three of us, me, Christian, and Casey, we've all done Atlantis shows. She did Beauty and the Beast, she was Belle. Christian did Ghost and Jersey Boys, and I've done a whole slew of shows with Atlantis. I've done Baby, I've done God of Carnage, I did Proof, and I just did Fun Home. Yeah, so I mean, these people are like family, and it's nice to see Morissette beyond the voice. It's nice to see Sam Concepcion and Tipi and Julie and Acel, who I adore from Rock of Ages, yes, and all of these wonderful dance companies on that stage. So it's fantastic to see great performers and to watch wonderful performances, and it's definitely no expense was spared to make the show as wonderful as it can be, which is great. We're gonna have obviously a lot of Globe subscribers in the house, which is fantastic. A lot of friends, lots of family. I think people can expect whatever they hope to expect from a Disney show, which is a lot of fun for the family and a lot of wonderful music. And just some of the most amazing performances by some of our country's best. It's great.
How was the experience working with the little girls? They're all so charming.
They're beyond charming. I mean, they're smart and driven and confident, outspoken, opinionated, generous of spirit, big hearts, really kind to one another. That is what I have observed. I mean, I've seen some of them start out really, really shy and very quiet, and then come out of their shells and be very confident in front of people, and to, you know, I mean, just and really being able to just show off their big hearts. It's been a wonderful journey, being able to just, even at the periphery, be able to watch everyone and see how they've all developed, and to have a taste of what that dream they have, especially with the mentors that were chosen to mentor them. People like Jessie Sincioko, Menchula Checo Yulo, Efren Peña Florida. It's like, how do you beat that? Those are opportunities that are rare and precious, and these girls did not take anything for granted. They really got into the middle of everything and learned as much as they could, knowing how precious that opportunity was. It was just so much fun watching each of them.
Do you see yourself in them? Because you used to be a little girl with a dream.
I know, I used to be a little girl with a dream, so there are things that I see in them, and I'm one of those kids that can say that I've been able to make this dream come true, and it's nice when you see someone else on the path to making their own dreams a reality. It's wonderful, and dreams are powerful things. So if you really dream it, you can do it. I mean, I'm stealing from Walt Disney now, but yes, if you can dream it, you can do it.
Lea,
what's
I'm
your
sorry.
constant reminder dun sa 16?
I guess my constant reminder is to always be kind. More than anything else, it's just holding on to whatever dream that they have, but not losing sight also of who they are as people. But these girls, they just seem to all have it together, and they all have their eyes on that prize in their heads. They all have their eyes on that dream. And ultimately, I mean, yes, we do have a prize to give out tonight. At the end of the night, I mean, that is why we are here. But really, I think for me, the bigger prize is, you know, making that ultimate dream of theirs for real. Like for Sirach for opening her own restaurant, and for Liana for becoming an actual veterinarian, and for Haya to be a Broadway actress and a Broadway singer, and those are examples. And I have no doubt that Jaden with the flower crown is going to be the president. I have zero doubt. I see that. I see the look in her eye.
She's determined.
It's beyond determined. It's not like it's not just. There is this calm about her, and it's walking into a room and knowing that she has this. It's like, I don't see kids with that look in her eye in the way that she does. She's so unique and special. And so I took one look at her and went, yeah, I'm voting for you. And you know, and she's 9 years old. So I'm like, I will be probably 75, 77, whatever, when you are eligible to run for president of this country. And I will be casting my vote for you because I know that in your heart you will want to make this country the greatest it can be. There's no doubt. Not in my mind. Just, you take one look at her, you talk to her, it's like, you've all spoken with her. Diba? That's what's gonna happen. I mean, and Bobby Garcia, who directed us in Fun Home, told the children on our last performance, you kids, you're the ones who are gonna change the world. It's not gonna be us. We're old. You're the ones who are going to change you're the ones in whose hands the future belongs, in whose hands the future is. You're the ones changing the world.
Lea, when you were growing up, who was the one who inspired you to keep your dream alive?
I don't know. I don't remember. I mean, I don't think there was. I guess there were people. I mean, I don't know.
Forgot.
I don't remember.
Okay,
when I was a little girl, I mean, I had Tita Bibot, who was our director, and yeah, she screamed bad words at a lot of us a lot of the time. and I mean, I've been in Repertory Philippines, and sometimes you'll unwittingly walk into a landmine. But that's everybody's experience. I don't know. I mean, I guess different teachers. I mean, my math teacher in the 4th grade was somebody who opened my eyes to how beautiful math actually is. And how I really enjoyed it all the way until the end of high school. I had music teachers who just were so passionate about music that made it so enjoyable to walk into their classes every twice or 3 times a week. There were I had idols like Julie Andrews and people like that I looked up to. And so when I actually got to meet her and got to work with her, it was like, okay, Lord, pwede mo na akong kunin. But yeah, so I guess it was just very real people and faraway people at the time. I think those were the people I really looked up to.
What's the most important criteria for you in terms of selecting who will be winning tonight?
Oh, that's a tough one, and I still haven't actually decided.
No.
I don't know. I think it's the person who really went from whatever starting point to their finishing point. I mean, whatever that distance was. I guess the one who's had to overcome the greatest distance from their starting point to their finish.
So it's gonna be a hard decision making.
It's hard. It's because I look at everyone, and right now everyone's really. It's pretty even, So I don't know. We'll know. We'll know when we all know. We will all know together.
Are you the only one who's going to choose the
yeah, it's just on me.
Mm.
So
I think I already heard something a while
yeah,
ago.
I'm probably gonna get there and stand there. I mean, I have to submit before, because I have to hold an envelope.
Mm.
And the good thing is we don't have Price Waterhouse, Cooper. we don't
No
have
audits.
anyone like that, and there's no Steve Harvey. I mean, with all respect, I mean, he did not make a mistake this time, and I totally understood why the judges had chosen Miss France, but that's a whole different conversation. So it is on me. So I really have to submit so that I can seal it in an envelope, and then it would be presented back to me. And yeah, so it's on me. Sorry, y'all. So nobody else knows. No one else in this building knows but me. So, and I don't even know yet. So you'll all know when we all know.
Are you doing any other musicals this year?
There isn't anything scheduled yet. Right now, I just have a lot of concerts. I did my big concerts already here. I mean, there's another one here on May 30th with the Brigham Young University Chamber Orchestra. I have a show with them first in Provo, Utah. So I get to perform with them and their musical director. And then we're doing that exact same show here. And the repertoire is very different from what I did at the PICC last month, which is good. So it's like very, very few things will be repeated, if at all. But yeah, I'm looking forward to that. And the one here is at the CC. So that's the next big concert here in Manila. And then the rest of my year is really The Voice.
You're back,
So it's
yeah.
that. We start taping tomorrow.
Yay.
We're back in the building tomorrow, and we have and blind auditions start right away. And it's like, oh God, it's gonna be teenagers. So if there are any boys that had really solid high voices when they auditioned for our production team, if puberty starts tomorrow for them, I'm gonna be like, oh God, of all the times for your voice to break, it had to be now. So we could all very well have people on our teams who are going through this change in their physical bodies. It's something that all four of us are gonna have to negotiate and figure out and stress out over and agonize over late at night. I mean, it's gonna be interesting because when you have kids, you know what you're gonna get from day one. Nothing much is gonna change except personality-wise, and same thing with adults. But with teens, every day is a challenge because every day there's a jump in development. There's something that happens overnight. So we all have to prepare for what those changes are and be ready for everything. This is probably going to be more challenging than either kids or adults.
How about the reunion movie with Aga Mulak? Is
That's not happening this year.
Someone wants
Say
to.
that right now. It's not happening this year. It's not going to happen in 2017. He is way too busy playing golf and traveling the world, checking out really amazing art. So and watching his wife run marathons. So you know what? I think we have to let him live his life for a while.
Someone wanted me to ask that.
Oh, that's fine. I mean, I had a feeling that I would get that question.
But you're open
And
to
I've
doing
gotten
it.
that question even within ABS-CBN.
But you're open to doing it maybe in 2018 or in the
It
coming
may be in
years.
2020, I don't know. we may all be in for a very long wait.
Miss Lea, you may not answer. I remember the other day tweeting about.
Yeah, but everything's fine. But for me, it's just jarring when I see my kid cry. And for me, that's just not cool. And you incur the wrath of every member of my family when you do that. Because, for me, I mean, we have our fans. For whom my husband constantly reminds me, you have fans and you should be grateful and feel blessed that you have them. And I do. And I truly do. But when personal boundaries and space are violated, then how am I supposed to react as the mom of a kid? I then become a normal mom. And I do get angry. That's it. That's really it.
Is your daughter okay?
She's fine and she's here. And yeah, she's just enjoying just being a kid. And she had her last day of school today, for which I'm grateful. So she's now officially on summer break, so now she just has the summer to enjoy.
How did you explain to her na ganyan yung situation sometimes out?
My mom did it. My mom's like, babes, that's life. That's what your mom does, and people get excited. But for me, at the same time, it's like, yeah, I understand if you're gonna have a breakdown in front of me, or if you're gonna ask me for a hug. I may not always want to give a hug because you're a stranger, and I don't know what your intentions are. So there's also that. Malay ko may kutsilyo ka na nakahawak. At baka saksakin mo ako kung niyakap mo ako. I think that kind of paranoia is in the mind of a lot of artists. And you should rightfully have that. And there are people probably who are thinking, once they hear me say that, they're like, but I would never do that to you. Well, you would never do that. But there might be some crazy person out there with that intention. And I don't know if it's you. Or it could be somebody else.
Right.
But we have the responsibility also to keep ourselves safe. And if our assistants, managers, bodyguards act in the way that they do, it's so that you will still have an idol to idolize tomorrow. It sounds really heavy and grave, but just think of people like John Lennon, and we've lost him prematurely because there was some fan who took it upon himself to take him away from the world.
Yeah.
That's right.
That's it.
Lea, just one word to describe each of the candidates.
Oh, that's hard. But because all of these words can apply to all of them. I mean, for Haya, she bloomed like a flower. For Jaden, she's how do I describe Jaden? Wait, our little mini politico. How do I describe her? It's beyond intelligence. She has a big heart, and Alexi is very unique. Steph is very driven. Liana has just a love for animals that's beyond anything I've seen. And Sirach, she's calm and cool, even in the hottest place in a building, because she wants to be a chef and wants to be in the middle of it all. So yeah, but all of them exhibit grace under pressure, and even under the most challenging of challenges, and they're all extremely confident. And I think a lot of little girls who are watching this, and I hope that more people get to watch this web series, a lot of young women, because these 6 already are inspiring on their own because of what they've been able to do.
So what would be your biggest takeaway from the learnings in terms of the show?
I guess my biggest takeaway is to just never underestimate how powerful your dreams are, and how there are people in this world that care so much to help you make that real. That's it.
Beautiful. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks very much, everyone.